When you get involved in this hobby, there's a couple different aspects of it you can do. The one that most people are familiar with are the battle reenactments, where during the course of the year you go to different battlefields or different sites, and you actually, with other reenactors on both the Federal and Confederate side, you try to recreate the battles these soldiers fought in.
To look behind you and see 2,500 other people in a column of 4 or a column of 2 is just, it creates an emotion that's undescribable.
But also within this hobby, you got some other things what our group really loves to do. It's called a living history. We lay out our equipment and we actually show the spectators and talk to them, answer questions for the people, so they get a little better understanding of the history.
And then when you start opening up their eyes, you really see things start to move and whatnot. When you start explaining things and you bring things out and you show it to them, they actually get to hold and see things, touch it, smell things. You know, it all brings a totally new learning experience in, so to speak.
I enjoy the living history part of it. I love to teach people. I get just as much enjoyment as teaching and showing a little kid, oh, this is a deck of cards, no numbers on it.
I guess the most exhilarating thing about the reenacting is the guys themselves. It's a good bunch of guys. The camaraderie is just like they had it back then. We all come from all walks of life, even though we don't come from the same community as the original soldiers did.
We have lawyers and mechanics and people who build houses, construction workers, all sharing the same hobby, the same passion. It's hard to describe. It's very unique.
And when you get out here in the field, no one is above the other guy. It's all a band of brothers, as the quote goes.
Another kind of fun aspect of the hobby is the travel you get to do.
Over the course of my reenacting career, I've had the opportunity to spend the night in a lot of unusual places and interesting places. I've slept in the Dunker Church on the Sharpsburg battlefield. I've slept in Bloody Lane, Burnside's Bridge on that field. Slept numerous places on the Gettysburg battlefield. Had several opportunities at several locations to actually sleep on the field on the actual anniversary dates of these particular battles.
Here at Antietam one year, we were sleeping up by the cornfield. Fog bank rolls in. It's like it looked like the wave of troops coming across the field in a fog bank. But some of the reenactments you get into, you can get into a good scenario that you get a feeling for being there.
It's a rare occasion, but any reenactor that's been around for a while, he'll tell you about how he's, at some point or another, he's had that experience. For just a couple minutes, he's had that time trip. You're back to 1862 or 63, whatever. And that is the ultimate thrill for a Civil War reenactor, to actually feel like they've gone back in that time frame.
I think today, the hardest part of trying to portray our history is the political correctness. There's too much cover-up and hiding of our past, which really hinders our ability to portray a true and correct mid-19th century impression, whether it be soldier or public citizen.
It's very special to me and a lot of the gentlemen, because obviously we honor and respect those men that fought 140 years ago. They went through a lot of pain and misery. By recreating this, we can only do it for a couple days. Usually for us, it's just a weekend. Usually Friday night we get to an event, and by Sunday evening we're leaving. But for those 2 or 3 days, we are recreating a life these soldiers led. And it gives us just a little bit more respect and understanding of what they had to go through.
We can't even be a rock in those guys' shoe as to the stuff that they did and performed and the way they felt. As our uniforms, we're just impressions.
Things constantly change, especially in this day and age of modern technology. Things change on a daily basis. And if you consider how much things have just changed in, say, the last 5 years, just computers alone, think of that difference over the course of 150 years, how much things have changed. That's why you have to look at things with a different perspective, and you have to take everything with an open mind. You can't be closed-minded and try and learn from history. It just does not work.
The story of America, before you can even understand where we are now, has to be told by the voices that went before us. and only true picture that you can get of the past is to actually put yourself into the mindset of the people that went before you. And that's what we do through reenacting.